What's going on, Melbourne, Australia? Great to be back inside the Rod Laver. How about a hand for the Octagon girls, Christy, Red De La Cruz, Kahili, UFC President Dana White's in the building. Our great matchmaker, the handsome Mick Maynard, is here as well. All right, let's get to it. UFC 234, Whittaker versus Gastelum. We begin with the UFC Fight Pass prelims. First up in the bantamweight division, Beastmaster Wuliji Burin versus Jonathan Dragon Martinez. First fighter to the scale, please welcome Jonathan Martinez.
$136.
136, the official weight for Jonathan Martinez. And his opponent, Beastmaster Wuliji Burin.
$136.
136 for Wuliji Burin. All right, next up in the UFC lightweight division, Kalen the Rockstar Potter versus Jalen the Tarantula Turner.
$155.
155, the official weight for Jalen Turner. And his opponent, making his UFC debut tomorrow, Sunbury's own Kalen the Rockstar Potter.
$156.
156, the official weight for Kalen Potter. All right, now we get to the featured bout of the UFC Fight Pass prelims in the lightweight division. Groovy Lando Banana versus Marcos Mariano.
$155.
155, the official weight for Marcos Mariano. And his opponent set to make his 7th UFC appearance, he is Groovy Lando Banana.
156.
156 for Lando. All right, now we get to the UFC 234 prelims on ESPN. First up in the bantamweight division, Sabo Teruto Ishihara versus Mr. Perfect Jeongho Kong.
$136.
136 for Jeongho Kong. And his opponent, Teruto Ishihara.
$136.
136 for Sabo. All right, moving on now to the UFC flyweight division. Kai Kara-France versus Raulian Paiva. First fighter to the scale making his UFC debut, he is Raulian Paiva.
$125.
125 for Raulian Paiva. And his opponent proudly repping Auckland, New Zealand, Kai Don't Blink Kara-France.
$125.
125 on the nose for Kai Kara-France. All right, next up in the featherweight division, Shane Young versus Austin Goldenboy Arnett.
145.
145 for Austin Arnett.
Let's go, baby.
And his opponent representing City Kickboxing, he is Shane Young.
$145.
145 for Shane Young. All right, now we get to our featured prelim on ESPN in the lightweight division. Devante Kincade Smith versus Maestro Dong Hyun Ma. First fighter to the scale, making his 6th UFC appearance, Maestro Dong Hyun Ma.
$156.
156 for Dong Hyun Ma. And his opponent, Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series contract winner who has won his last 5, Kincade Devante Smith. $156, the official weight for Devante Smith. And that brings us to the main card for UFC 234, live on pay-per-view. First up in the light heavyweight division, Jimmy Crute versus Smiling Sam Alvey. First fighter to the scale, making his pay-per-view debut tomorrow, Smiling Sam Alvey. $205 for Sam Alvey. And his opponent, Singleton's own, undefeated at 9-0. Please welcome Jimmy Crute.
$206.
206 with the pants on for Jimmy Crute. All right, next up in the women's flyweight division, Montana De La Rosa versus Nadia Castle. First fighter to the scale out of New South Wales. How about it, Nadia Castle? 124 for Nadia Castle. And her opponent, currently ranked number 14 in the world, Montana de la Rosa.
$125.
125 for Montana de la Rosa. All right, now we get to a featured bout in the bantamweight division. Rani Yahya versus Rickey Sabo.
$135.
135 for Rickey Sabo. And his opponent, number 15 in the world, 15-time UFC veteran, Rani Yahya.
$135.
135, the official weight for Rani Yahya. All right, now it is time to take a closer look at the two striking sensations who will share the octagon tomorrow afternoon in our co-main event.
This is my pugilism. I've watched all his fights. I know the guy.
He doesn't like the comparisons. He said that he's the first Israel Adesanya. That hurt him.
I know when he's gonna move. I know when he's gonna coast. I know when he's chilling. I know the like the back of my hand. But I said I'm gonna Anderson Silva. I'm gonna Israel Adesanya Anderson Silva.
They say for legends, you idolize them until you stare across the octagon at them. You could not have asked for anything bigger outside of a title shot. You get the GOAT. You get the greatest middleweight the UFC has ever seen.
Anderson's come back to fight for 2 years. I don't have nothing to prove. I'm very happy. People talk, oh, this is your clone and blah, 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 but it's not. It's completely different.
I'm about to do what I'm gonna do to blow past all that comparison. It is what it is. Right now, I just have Anderson Silva in front of me. I just want to get him out the way so I can progress and be on my way.
Oh, another knockdown! Israel Adesanya!
When a fight starts, people say, oh, okay, it's not the same, it's not the Anderson clone, but it's completely different.
The guy is the GOAT, but I'm Nigerian. I've been eating goat meat since I was a kid. This is normal to me. It's normal. Just because I'm a fan doesn't mean I can't catch these hands.
fighter to the scale, the former UFC middleweight champion and one of the greatest of all time, Anderson the Spider Silva.
$186.
186, the official weight for Anderson Silva. And his opponent, 15-0, number 6 in the world, the last style bender, Israel Adesanya.
$185.
185 for Israel Adesanya. We're just gonna grab a minute here with one of the greatest of all time, Anderson Silva. First fight here in Australia. The welcome has been incredible. Your thoughts on tomorrow night, my friend?
Oh my gosh. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You know, I worked my entire life for this sport, and I try to do my best. And I need to say thank you, God, for giving one more time the great opportunity for give a great show for you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Australia. Thank you, Dana. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Welcome back, the legend, folks, Anderson Silva. And here he is, the man of the moment. This feels like the last Stylebender show. I know you're not fighting in the main event, but Israel Adesanya, your expectations for this fight with Anderson Silva tomorrow night, my friend?
He's trying to make me cry. Fuck him. First of all, Melbourne, what's up? Big shout out to everyone that came through all around the world to watch the show. And a special shout out. He's trying to make me cry for real. To everyone from Auckland that came through, I appreciate you. But breathe. I don't give a fuck. Look, I'm a fan of this man. But just because I'm a fan doesn't mean you can't catch these hands and elbow and feet and knee. Tomorrow we're gonna throw everything in the cage. We're gonna have fun, all right? I'll send him off in a nice way. Let's go.
There he is, folks, Israel Adesanya. The men on the marquee, the two men who tomorrow will fight for the UFC middleweight championship of the world.
I feel that I'm the best middleweight in the world because this is what I was born to do. I embrace my skill set. I'm constantly working harder than anyone else. And, you know, I was born to be one of the best fighters in the world.
Australia, they will have their first UFC champion.
My goal wasn't to be champion, it's to be the best in the world. If that comes with medals and medallions and prizes and titles, then I'm happy for it. But my goal is to be the best fighter in the world that has ever lived.
Being a world champion means more than anything. You know, more than just the title. I mean, it just means that you're a fighter not only in the ring, man, but you're a fighter in life. It's been a lot of trial and error, man, and it's taken me a long time to get here. It's made me who I am today, and it's just pushed me to my destiny.
Pain pushes me. Pain pushes me.
In my mind, in my heart, I believe it's supposed to be happening because this is what I've been working for a long time. I just expected great things from you. That's what you should be expecting as a champion.
Oh! Massive head kick for Whittaker. Oh, Whittaker pouring it on now.
My striking has been getting better every single fight.
And that is it.
I'm pretty quick. I hit pretty hard.
Oh! Two early knockdowns for Whittaker. Tomorrow to go. Robert Whittaker with a head kick. Gastelum drops it. Robert Whittaker.
With all those assets behind me, it's hard to lose.
Since the beginning of my career, the goal was always to be champion. And that's why I've taken all these tough fights, all these former champions.
Look at this. Beautiful. That's it.
Oh! Nice 1-2 from Gastelum. This pig is out.
I'm going to come forward, and he's not going to know how to deal with my kind of pressure, with my kind of power.
Kelvin's coming to Australia to fight for my belt on home soil for me. You know, he needs to be all in for this fight, otherwise he's not going to make it through the night.
This is his hometown. This is the Rob Whittaker show, and that's why there's going to be a lot of mad Australians February 10th.
I've got 25 minutes to look for a finish, and that's what I'm going there to do. I'm going to send the message that I'm going to be one of the best ever.
First up out of the blue corner, getting his first shot at the UFC title, the challenger, Kelvin Gastelum.
$184.
184 for the challenger, Kelvin Gastelum. And his opponent, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, the Reaper, Robert Whittaker. $185 for the champion, Robert Whittaker. All right, first we'll grab a minute here with KG. Kelvin Gastelum, congrats on your first UFC title shot tomorrow. Your thoughts on the challenge in Whittaker in front of you tomorrow night?
I have nothing but respect for Rob, but tomorrow night, we got to rip each other's heads off, and I plan on doing it.
Sleep well, we'll see you tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Kelvin Gastelum. And we step over here and talk to the man around which this card was built, Sydney's own, Robert Whittaker. I know how excited you are to defend this belt in Melbourne. I know you've been asked every question at this point. Your thoughts on what kind of fight we're going to see with Kelvin tomorrow night, man?
I'm going to go in there and I'm going to give everything. I'm going to leave my soul in there. And like he said, we're going to rip each other's heads off and should be a good watch.
We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. There he is, Robert Whittaker. Coming out. We'll see you tomorrow.